Good morning, PPA. It's Heidi Allen, founder of the Positive People Army. How is everyone today? It is Thursday. We are so close already to the weekend, and here we are again. It's a gorgeous summer day. We've had a bit of rain the last few days, but that's okay because my garden, my backyard has never looked better from all of this incredible rain that we've just had. So today is Think About It Thursday. It's a day where I want us to really think about some of the things we're doing in life, some of the things that we've, our habits that we get into, and some of the ways we can think about how to improve ourselves, or really take a step back and understand why we're doing some of the things that we're doing. And so today, I wanted to specifically talk about our words that we use on a regular basis. I want to talk about the words that we use, either positive or negative, and just how incredibly powerful those words truly can be. Because sometimes we go through life and we may say things that hurt other people, or we may do things that make a difference in someone's lives. And a lot of times that all comes from the words that we're choosing and the way we're speaking and how we're saying things to different people. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, Angie. Good morning, Vivian. Oh my God, you're lovely. Thank you, Vivian. So I wanted to, and I've been thinking about this quite a bit because, sometimes we say things or do things unintentionally sometimes, and sometimes intentionally, that can hurt other people. And we use our words, and those in essence can hurt us. And so I was thinking about this great story that I know, and I know it's not Positive Word Wednesday, and today's not supposed to be story time, but the story is just so powerful, and I felt the only way for me to get across just how powerful words can be, especially if they're used in a negative fashion, and how hurtful they can be to someone. And I need us to take a step back and realize what it is that we're saying or doing. So the story goes like this. There were two men that lived side by side to each other. One was an older gentleman and one was a younger gentleman. So the older gentleman, was kind of more at the end of his life, and he was never quite satisfied with the life that he had had. He was someone that didn't have a ton of success. He was someone that started, as he got older, he started to become a little bit more bitter about what life was. The younger man that lived next door to him was actually a real go-getter. He was a guy that was embracing life with everything that he could. And he was actually becoming a successful young man because of his outlook on life and because of who he was. Well, the old man could see this because they lived right next door to each other. And so he could see how this younger man had this go-getter attitude and how he was embracing life. And he actually was a little envious of it. And his envy started to grow and grow. And with that envy, the only way that he could make himself feel better was to talk badly about the younger gentleman that lived next door. So to the rest of the people in his town, he started spreading these rumors. It made him feel better and not so bad about his own life to spread rumors about this young man that lived next door to him. This young man who really was just going about life doing the best that he could. And so the old man kept spreading these rumors throughout the town. And those rumors turned into, he was telling people that the young man was a thief. All that success that he's having, he's a thief. He's probably embezzling money and he's doing all this stuff. And so he's spreading these awful negative rumors that are very untrue about the young man who has no idea that he's even doing this. And of course, for the old man, it just, made him feel better about his life, right? So all of a sudden, one day, there was a break-in at a store, at one of the stores in the town that they lived. And of course, this old man had spread all these rumors that this young man was a thief. So right away, the townspeople and everyone said, it's got to be the young man. It has to be him, because we were told he's a thief. You should arrest him. So the police had no other suspects, so they arrested the young man. The young man that had done nothing but live his life and be successful and just love everything about what he was doing in life. He was arrested for the break and entry because everyone had been told by the old man his words were so powerful that people believed this young man was a thief, even though there was no evidence at all to back this up. So the young man was arrested. And the young man actually had to go through a court battle to prove his innocence for something he had absolutely nothing to do with. Well, of course, after they did an investigation, it came out that it wasn't the young man at all. He wasn't a thief. He was an upstanding citizen in this town that had done so many good things in the town and had this wonderful, successful life. It happened to be a passerby that had gone through the town, and while the town folk were sleeping, he broke in and robbed the store. So now, the court system and the police, they just don't even understand how this upstanding citizen, after going through this trial, all this has come out, how on earth does everyone in this town think he's a thief? And then it comes down to the old man. And so they figure out that the old man, who was so envious and jealous of this young man, had spread these awful rumors. So the judge pulled him into the court. And he said, this is defamation of character. You can't do this. Do you understand how serious it is that what your words have done to this poor man, what you have put his life through, and now he's on the brink of losing everything because his reputation is destroyed. Do you understand this? The judge says to the old man. And the old man says, it's just words. It was just a story. Really, it's a story, and I'm sorry, but I mean, it was just a story. And so the judge said, well, this is such a horrific thing that you have done. I'm actually going to sentence you to time in jail. But I'm not going to sentence you until tomorrow. Because what I need you to do is I need you to take a piece of paper, and I want you to write down on that piece of paper all of the things you said about this young man. All of them. All of the hateful, envious, jealous, evil things that you had said about this young man. I want you to write them down. And once you've written them down, I then want you to go down to the nearby beach, and I want you to rip that piece of paper up into 1,000,000 little pieces, and I want you to scatter them in the wind. And the old man said, whatever, okay, I will do this. I will do this, and I will be back tomorrow for my sentencing. So the man goes down, he writes everything out, and now he's seeing his words. He's seeing them. He's seeing the toxic words. They weren't just stories, they were hurtful. About a young man who had done nothing but embrace life. And then he ripped him up and he tossed him in the wind. The next day, he goes to court, and the judge said, did you do what I asked? And the man said, yes, I did. And I saw my words, and they were pretty harsh. Judge, I think I understand. They were pretty harsh and they were pretty bad. And so for that, I am sorry. And the judge said, but did you understand the effect that your words have had on this young man? Do you understand how powerful your words are? He's like, I get it. They were pretty bad. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I apologize profusely, he says. And then the judge says, I'm going to give you my sentence now. But before we do that, I'm going to need for you to go and collect the millions of pieces of paper that you ripped up. and I'm gonna need you to put that page back together. And the old man says, I can't do that. I can't do that. I ripped it into 1,000,000 pieces. They are scattered all over this town now. In fact, they could have gone to other towns. It was so windy yesterday. They're gone. It's unrepairable, the old man says. And the judge says, really? So your words that you ripped up and you scattered in the wind, those toxic, harmful words are now gone and unrepairable. You cannot put that piece of paper back together. And he says, no. He says, my friend, old man, don't you realize those words, those toxic, hateful, envious, jealous words that you said against this young man, it's just the same. It's not just a story. It's not just your words against him. It's you spread those words. You spread them far and wide to anyone who would listen. And now this man's life is destroyed. His reputation may be unrepairable because of the power of your toxic words. It's the same thing. And the old man, all of a sudden, realized what he did to this poor man. Words are that powerful. The same token as this man spread so many negative words, and now it's unrepairable what has happened to this young man. Guys, PPA, our words can be this powerful when they're positive. You see, when we spread those positive words, when we put them out there, they spread. They go from one person to the next, and it keeps going. So I need you to realize just how powerful every word you use is. If you choose negative words and you put them out there, they're going to scatter in the wind like 1,000,000 little pieces of paper. But at the same time, guys, if you put positive words out there, my God, the effect, it won't destroy another human being. It'll lift a human being up. It'll change their life. So I want you to think about that today. I want you to think about your words, the words you're choosing to put out there, the words you're choosing to spread. Are you going to spread negative, toxic words that can hurt people, that can injure people, that can destroy people? Or are you going to use kind, positive, beautiful words that lift us all up and make this place a better, incredible world? It's your choice, guys. Let's think about that today. Think about all the words, because my God, they're powerful. Have a great day. Thank you so much for joining me today on this beautiful Thursday. Get outside and enjoy it. I love you all. Happy Thursday.